Miss Battle Royal. We are here with our boy DJ Spaceship.
What up, what up?
The latest interview for BattleRoyal Entertainment. We wanted to sit down with DJ Spaceship, find out what makes him tick, what made him get into the music industry, what makes him want to spin records, what makes him want to get the club going all the way live. I know you're affiliated with Sinister Six Syndicate. Yeah. It's a DJ coalition in the Tampa Bay area, and you've got DJs now branching out all over the place.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Sinister Six Syndicates is it's a coalition of DJs. You have myself, OP Super, Wally Clark, Galaxy, Skilo, the one and only DJ Keys. I call him Master Keys, and you have Earl Grey. And you know, we're from the Bay Area, 727-813. You know, a group of DJs coming together, and a few of them actually produce as well. Wally Clark, OP Super, and Galaxy dibble and dabbles a little bit, and Earl Grey dibble and dabbles a little bit. So that's Sinister Six Syndicates.
Okay, that's what's up. Now about you as the individual DJ.
Myself, DJ Spaceship. I don't produce. I just DJ. I mean, it's just a love that I've always had. And to be a part of Sinister Six Syndicates it's a good thing. It's like a brotherhood. Okay. We look out for each other. We collaborate on gigs, and you know, you never know when you can see one of us or all of us in the same spot.
That's a good group of people to be affiliated with.
Yes.
Honestly, from my experience in the Tampa Bay music industry, I have seen the majority of them perform. Mm-hmm. And when I was new to Tampa Bay, I kept hearing all these indie artists, and I was like, who produced this? And Wally Clark. It's Wally Clark. It's Wally Clark. And I'm like, who is this Wally Clark character?
Yeah, Wally Clark is everywhere, man. I mean, and me and Wally actually go back further than Sinister Six Syndicates and the music scene. Not going to say how old we are, but we go way back. We'll just say alumni to high school. So yeah, we go to the same high school, graduated together. So
that's what's up. I like that when you have an ongoing history and you find common relationships later on in life. It's kind of funny how things come full circle.
Yeah, you have all the stories from back then that was funny, and then you look at how people have progressed to where they are now, and it's like, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the main influence for you wanting to become a DJ?
My main influence was, you know, when you're a kid, everybody asks you, oh, you know, you're in elementary school, if you can have a superpower, what would it be? And, you know, this person wants to be Superman, she wants to be Wonder Woman, this person wants to be invisible to walk through walls. I just wanted a power that can legitimately control people, and it's DJing. You know, you DJing, you know, you can change the way people feel. If they're having a bad day, they come here, you spin, they're having a good day. You can make them reminisce. You can make them think back to when they were in their prime, as they would call it. And, you know, you touch different types of people. You know, music is very universal. So being a DJ was one thing that I felt is a legitimate, realistic power. So that was what made me want to become a DJ.
So what type of music did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to, you know, the Marvin Gayes, the Luthers, the Arethas, and then eventually NWA, Outkast, Oasis, Smashing Pumpkins, you know, Beatles, Eagles, Zapp, everything from Aretha to Zapp. You know, I listened to some of everything. I didn't just limit myself to one thing. When I was growing up as a kid, I would have my Walkman, because, you know, we didn't have DVD, you know, the CD.
I thought we weren't talking about how old.
Well, I try not to, but sometimes it comes out here and there. But I was the one kid that would be in the yard, cutting the yard with my Walkman on, listening to Oasis, you know, 1979 and Presidents of the United States of America. I had my tape, because you had to record it a little differently than you do now, and that's the type of stuff I would listen to. So
rewind it with a pencil and all?
That's right. And hold the two buttons down and hit record.
That's right.
Yeah. So I had to be ready. Okay, this is my song. So record. Okay, pause to stop it recording.
And that's when I hated the DJ back in the day, because he would always talk at the end of the song, and you wouldn't get the last verse because he would talk over it.
You had to have that quick fingers like, got it. Stop it right there. And if not, then you had the whole broadcast and your tape is not legit anymore. So that was my first mixtape.
Types of equipment. Do you have a preference? Some DJs I know have a preference for vinyl. Some have a preference for digital. Right. Some don't know one or about the other. Right. What do you like?
My personal love of the two, well, you have different types out there. When I first started, I used two Stanton CD players. They were just CD players. You couldn't scratch, you couldn't backspin. You had to know how to blend music perfectly. If you couldn't blend, those CD players were going to tell everybody he doesn't know what he's doing. Once I graduated from that, I started using the digital turntables, which, you know, the cool ones that light up and have the displays on them, that type of stuff, the more modern type turntables that are used in a lot of clubs. And I've always had a love to want to learn to use vinyl, you know, the old school techniques and all that and stuff. But I never really got into it until probably about 3 years ago. And I bought some turntables, actual Technique turntables, and I would just look at them and they were collecting dust, and I was like, you know what, if it frustrates me to death, I'm going to learn to use these. And it took me probably about 2 weeks of just actually focusing in and you know, practicing on them. And I would be telling you a lie if I didn't tell you I love to use vinyl over digital, but I can use either one.
I think the vinyl DJing is probably like a dying breed.
It
of
is.
A DJ that actually can spin on vinyl.
It is. I mean, it's not hard. DJing it's not hard. It's not difficult, but it's not as easy as it looks. Some DJs make it look effortless, like it's just a walk in the park. But that's because of all the hours and days and years of practice and, you know, learning and trying different techniques and stuff like that. So
you don't have a preference one over the other?
Vinyl over digital any day. I have to have those techniques. I love vinyl.
So when you're DJing, if you're at an event where there's younger generation, what is the most commonly requested song?
The most commonly requested song at an event with younger people, the Whip and Nay Nay is a big thing.
I wish it weren't. But
yeah, it's one of those songs that it's the new Cupid Shuffle or the new Cha-Cha Slide, so to speak, for the younger generation. So the Whip and Nay Nay is definitely, you know, a highly requested song.
What about for an older generation?
The older generation, from my experience, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let Go, Luther, Bad Boy, and then even Marvin Gaye, who's my favorite artist of all time, Got to Give It Up. You know, those are some highly requested songs, but I think Maze would actually take the cake.
Where do you work locally? Where can someone come see you spin?
Right now, I'm resident DJ at Green Gators, 9202 Anderson Road, out in Town and Country. I will be starting another residency out at Tiger, out in Brandon, off of Causeway and Falkenberg Road. It's going to be a Tuesday night, ladies' night, so make sure you come out there and enjoy yourself.
And what night are you at Green Gators?
Green Gators every Friday, and every first Friday is Celebrity First Friday. So we bring in the celebrity, you know, never know who's going to be coming in. I'm not going to say it too much, but Chrisette Michelle will be there first Friday coming up. So I don't know if I said that, but yeah, she'll be here. So
okay.
Good times.
All right, that sounds good. If you could DJ a set for any concert of a current artist, who would you choose?
Wow. Any concert, any artist, I would say my first pick would definitely be Outkast. Outkast, I mean, it's 20 years in the game. They haven't made any new music as of lately. It would definitely be Outkast. If it was an artist of today, I would definitely pick Marsha Ambrosius. I would definitely pick Marsha. It's just her style and the way she collaborates with her DJ, DJ Active. But Marsha is she's just one of those people that would be my pick of today's music, Marsha.
Do you think DJs are underrated or underappreciated for the amount of work that you put into what you do?
Yes. I feel that DJs are unappreciated, they're underrated. A lot of people have to realize that when it comes to DJing, like there's so much preparation that goes into it. You don't want to you can easily walk into a situation, anything in life, and just wing it. But when it comes to DJing and you have live performances, you want to make sure that you're on point because the artists feed off of your energy, and that goes the other way around as well. You know, you have some DJs that just play your record and stand back there. And you have some DJs that, hype up the crowd with you, hype you up, and they're cutting and scratching and juggling and stuff while you're performing at the same time. So the DJ is it's definitely a very important part of live performances. Even bands, you have to feed off of one another's energy as well as the crowd energy as well.
Would you ever be interested in doing DJing like on a radio station?
Yes, I will. I've actually DJ'd on 88.5 on 2 occasions, and then I've DJ'd on Bulls Radio, and then I have my own radio, Powerline Radio, internet radio show.
Okay.
So me and Tone Capone, we interview artists and we play local music, and we play mainstream music as well, and interview people call in and stuff like that. So
that's what I'm always seeing on my timeline on Facebook. Powerline has this event. Powerline has that event. Tune into Powerline Radio. How do we tune in? How do we listen?
Powerline Radio, you can listen from your Apple, Android, desktop computers, tablets. Just need an internet connection, and it's 365 exclusive jams radio. Brought to you by Big J. We just, it's from 10 to 12 every Tuesday night. You never know what type of vibe you're going to hear, but it's always good music, good people. We just have a good time.
So what's the website to tune into?
The website is going to be right here, posted on this video right here at the bottom link. So
and it's on Tuesday nights?
Every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night. All right, let's tune in so we can give them some feedback on what we want to hear on the show. Local artists, get my boy your music so we can hear what you have to offer as well. Broaden our horizons. When you listen to a DJ or you're out somewhere and there's a DJ that's in control of the place or spinning or on the radio or whatever, it's a new DJ experience for you. As a fellow DJ, what is it that you listen for?
Transitions. I listen to see how they transition from one song to the next, one genre of music to the next, how they transition for a song with a slower BPM to a higher BPM and vice versa. When it comes to, cutting and scratching, technical skills, if they display those, because you have different types of DJs. You have a DJ, then you have a turntablist. And that's kind of the equivalent of a rapper and a battle rapper. Turntablist would be a battle rapper, they're cutting, scratching, and all the body tricks and stuff like that. So I listen to see, how they're putting all these tricks together, as well as staying on cue, on point with the music that they're playing. And also listen to them for fresh ideas. Okay, I see how they did this. Okay, maybe I can try to incorporate that or try to practice to learn how to do that. So
there's different styles of DJing.
Oh yeah.
And that's not specific to any type of genre of music.
No.
It's just DJ skills across the board. It would transition across universally for any type of music.
Right. I mean, you have, like I said, you have people that just DJ, and you have turntablists, and then you actually have party rockers. And you have the EDM DJs, head smashing and stuff like that. But yeah, you have different types of DJs.
Speaking on music, on the controversy of music, there's a topic I wanted to bring up with you. Something that bothers me. The use of the N-word in music today seems to be very blatant, very commonplace, and somewhat mainstream acceptable.
Right.
I have a problem with it. I don't appreciate the use of the word, regardless of who's saying it, and in any context, with an A on the end or an ER on the end. I'm not okay with the word. I don't like it, I don't appreciate it, and I would prefer not to hear it in music. What is your take on that?
My take with the whole N-word, the ER or the A at the end, people have to be conscious of what they put into the universe. Once you put it out there, you can't get it back. Do I think it's acceptable for people to express themselves in that way? I don't agree with it. That's a word that actually offends black people as well. Because you have to think about it. You have people that were before you that fought for that word to be taken away, and that was there when all the uprising and all the crazy was going on back then. So you have to respect how people feel about using that particular word, and some people just don't care. But if you're using that word loosely, that's like using the B word and the H word towards women. You have to be careful how you say things, because it might be okay coming out of your mouth to you, but it can be degrading to someone that's hearing it. So once you put it out there, words, once you put it out there, you can't you can't take it back, you know, and how you make people feel from saying that, it's kind of hard to change that. People look at you differently. So me personally, I don't feel that it's a word that it has its place. You know, I don't feel that it's right, but it's definitely a word that needs to be addressed.
You know, you're walking through the mall or you're out somewhere and you're at a club and you see young white people singing the lyrics, and they're using the word.
It's tough because, I mean, even in their situation, like I've been to performances when I've seen white artists, you know, white artists use that word, and when I'm hearing them jamming out and rocking, da 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 blah, whoa. It's kind of like you're riding a horse and whoa, you pull your reins back, and I'm like, damn. Okay. And I look around to see everyone else's response, and it's interesting because it's like a lot more things that people fought for to stop. It's like it's been undone. It's like people becoming more comfortable with things that they should not be comfortable with, and things that should be addressed, such as this topic here.
How do you think that music could help improve race relations in our country?
I think music can improve it with, you know, people actually putting out a message. You know, take music back to when it was actually fun. Like I hear so many people say, I miss the music from the 90s. The music was the best of the 90s, the 90s. But people have to realize it's 2015. The 90s are not coming back. It's gone for a reason. And I do agree, you had the New Jack Swing, you had the booty shake music, you had the dancing music, you even had rappers, when they rapped, they told a story, they made sense. I get it. Instead of bashing the artists or the people that are doing music now, like the one-hit wonders, we had one-hit wonders back in the day. You had the Vanilla Ices, you had the Chubb Rocks. So you had the one-hit wonders back then. Instead of bashing people, educate, enlighten, embrace each other. Stop trying to be quick to put each other down. Be quick to try to help a person. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't put the roadblocks there that are unnecessary. Because when you put up roadblocks, that's what, well, I'm gonna stay on my side and you're gonna stay on your side. So when it comes to me, myself as, you know, DJ Spaceship, I don't just limit myself to just working with people inside of Powerline or people only inside of Sinister Six syndicates. I work with anybody. I will talk to anybody. I mean, I will help anybody. So people have to get back to the helping hand and put more positive into the world. You know, stop looking at the new stuff that's coming out and just only seeing the negative and reacting on that. Look at the negative and think how you can make a positive out of it. It's not about the problem, it's the solution to the problem that's going on. And most people just look at the problem and they cut the communication right there. So I think once people get back to helping each other and showing people and educating each other on how to bring positive back into music and make it fun, like when the music was in the 90s, I think that would also help ease the racial tension.
I think there's a generational divide in what music really is.
Yeah.
You know, like you were just mentioning, back in the day, music was about the story being told.
Right.
They were saying something
right.
in that song.
Right.
The beat was the second option.
Yeah.
Today, you have artists that you honestly can't even barely understand half of the things they're saying.
That's true.
But they have a banging ass beat in the background, and that's why they're mainstream radio play. And
the technology, I mean, I shout out to all the producers out there, because you have some producers that can take an artist that is not understandable or they're not saying anything, and you put that in that producer's hands, and that beat just changes the whole thing. So it's gotten to a point where you have some people now that just only listen for the beats, but you can only hear the ignorance that's going through the beat too. You know, you got these artists that are saying things that, I mean, and they have to think about it. What these artists are saying, these kids are listening.
They're their role models.
Yeah.
They look up to them.
They're repeating it. You know, so I've seen and heard a couple of celebrities say, I'm not the role model for your kids. You're not, but you're also on the TVs. My kids see you too. So when those cameras are rolling, you have to set an example for the youth.
But that's not what the main motive for a music artist is. It's
No.
not to be a role model. It's to be rich and famous.
Right.
So they're going to do what sells, not necessarily what's right.
Right. And you can be rich and famous and very popular and at the same time be smart at the same time. You have people out there that are role models that have money, you know, that are always in the limelight and they're doing good things. And then we have too many examples of what not to do and not as many as to what to do.
That's absolutely true.
I mean, there's success stories everywhere. You have Tyler Perry, You have, you know, it's so many people out there that are just complete success stories beginning to end. You know, so people it's all about getting back to being positive and putting that back out there in the universe, and, you know, positive energy and stuff like that.
All right, we're going to wrap up today. I hope you enjoyed our debate and our information session on our opinion about music, the industry, DJing, the history of it, and how to get a hold of DJ Spaceship.
Local artists, you have some music you want to be played on Powerline Radio or just to be listened to, you can send it to me at djspaceship@gmail.com. Facebook, DJ Spaceship. Instagram, at DJ Spaceship. Twitter, at DJ Spaceship 83. See, I gave you a little bit more information than I usually would. Not going to give you my phone number. I don't want my phone blowing up or nothing like that. But you can find me that way. And you can also tune in every Tuesday night to Powerline Radio on exclusive jams. Or you can come out and see me if you're in the Bay Area at Green Gators, 9202 Anderson Road, every Friday. First Friday, Celebrity Fridays. And starting Tuesdays, we're going to be doing Tiger Ladies Night. You can find me there.
Sounds like a plan. And as always, tune in to BattleRoyal Entertainment, www.BattleRoyalEntertainment. Make sure you thank our boy Miko White for the behind the scenes and the video footage. Miko White Effect. That's it.